I am pleased to offer this message to the Brazilian bar, Sao Paulo, on the occasion of the celebration of the 70th anniversary of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. We know as lawyers that laws and constitutions may remain as paper tigers, observed more in violation than adherence, beyond the reach of ordinary people, unless lawyers champion human rights and undertake their special responsibility to educate people and the public on their rights, on providing access to justice for people in need, or by undertaking public interest litigation. I was one of many black lawyers who fought unjust, racist, and discriminatory laws in apartheid South Africa. And during those dark years, we were convinced of the need to be guided by a system of universally recognized norms and standards. The UDHR provided such a standard. As the most translated document in the world that is supported by every country in the world, it is as relevant today as it was 70 years ago. Together with United Nations conventions, the UDHR forms the International Bill of Rights that ensures the protection of every person's right to equality and fundamental freedoms, both civil and political rights as well as social and economic rights, including the right to food and clean water and shelter, development, peace and security, health and education, and to be free from discrimination on such grounds as race, sex, disability, poverty, or one's indigenous status. Nelson Mandela, moral giant that he was, embraced the UDHR in his first address to the UN General Assembly as President of Democratic South Africa. And he told us, the memory of a history of division and hate, injustice and suffering, inhumanity of person to person should inspire us to celebrate our own demonstration of the capacity of human beings to progress and go forward. Now, the UDHR aspires towards this kind of enlightened leadership, and it aspires towards a society built on respect for the rule of law and human rights of all persons within the country. We observe this 70th anniversary at a time when all around us there is acute public anxiety over attacks against human rights by reactionary forces and undemocratic leaders. Some question whether the UDHR is still relevant in their despair at the pushback on human rights developed collectively by the international community over 7 decades. People in many parts of the world are raising their voices against this negative wave, and they are demanding respect for human rights and the rule of law.